Welcome back. Time to find out what we got wrong and what we missed from TV's Andy Levy in the Red Eye News Deck. Hey, Andy.
Hey, Tom. Happy Friday.
Friday.
Yep.
Can you believe it?
I can't. Doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
Xi Jinping's war on golf means he won't be golfing with Trump. It's kind of too bad. I really wanted him to use ping golf clubs.
Oh, a golf joke.
Yeah.
I like that.
His name is Ping. That's his last name, right?
Or his first name.
Jinping.
Depending on how you look at it. I don't know. I feel like I got a sort of golf clap reaction to that joke.
Another golf joke.
Yeah. Malice, you said this is actually good for Trump because the optics of a billionaire constantly doing things like playing golf is going to feed into the worst image of him overseas. Do you think he cares at all?
Yes, I think he's very thin-skinned and wants to be treated with adulation, respect, and I think that's his biggest interest in being president, was to be treated like a big shot rather than policy.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. DeVore, you said you're surprised the Chinese haven't taken the bait and that they haven't insisted on the meetings being at the White House instead of Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather have a meeting at a resort?
Not if we're talking about international diplomacy, no.
Why?
I'd want to be seen back home as walking into one of the most famous and powerful buildings in the world, not going to some guy's country club.
Well, China doesn't have the internet, so they can see whatever Ping wants them to see. Or Xi wants.
Sure. Well, they could use CGI.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, how's your GoFundMe going for the Mar-a-Lago membership?
You know what? It's still available. You can still send me to Mar-a-Lago to save America. I'd wear this exact same shirt.
Wouldn't you rather go to the White House?
I would.
Yeah. Kissel, you said Trump has the strangest butt in the history of the presidency.
I believe that's true.
You have clearly forgotten Warren G. Harding.
Yes, Warren G. did have quite a interesting tush.
Warren G. Harding, not to be confused with Warren G.
Yeah, oh, absolutely not. Yeah. Not yet.
By the way, one of Xi's favorite sports is martial arts. I think he and Trump should do that.
I would absolutely love to watch that Matrix scene happen in front of our eyes.
Yeah. I didn't actually think of it as a Matrix scene, but now I am.
I can see him levitating a little bit.
Yeah. DeVore, what was it? Did you call it golf courses? Was it parks for rich people?
Parks for rich people who don't like rich people, non-rich people.
No, okay. So all rich people.
Yes.
Okay.
Parks for...
Thanks for helping me through that.
Absolutely. Portland is offering residents free tiny houses in their backyard if they'll let homeless people live in them. Tom, you said all homeless tenants will be screened, and a lease will spell out what behaviors will be tolerated. For instance, no using the pool, the pond is better for you.
Yeah.
Was that an attempt at a Caddyshack joke?
Caddyshack joke.
Yeah. We have a pool and a pond would be good for you.
I didn't want to do an exact quote. I didn't want to pay the royalties.
And you succeeded.
It's an homage.
Yeah. DeVore, you said nobody is being forced to do this, which is absolutely true, except that Portland taxpayers are paying for these homes, so they are being forced to pay for them, which is probably fine with them.
Well, if it takes off, it takes off. I'm all for creativity in terms of helping out our homeless Americans.
Sure, I am too.
And if hippies want to have hippies in the backyard, that's fine.
Well, although, Malice, I mean, you raised a good point. You said people are very often homeless for a reason, like mental illness or something like that. And, yeah, I'm not entirely sure I would trust the government screening on that.
Yeah, I mean, and also, I mean, it could be, if it's mental illness or it could be alcoholism, drug abuse, the person knows to show up. People respond to incentives, they'll show up sober, and then, you know, they're having bad, I'm not going to even finish the sentence, in the backyard.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Heather, would it be appropriate to have the homeless people who live in your backyard do maybe some light housework for you, or would that be wrong?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Sure, and I'm happy to pay them.
Oh,
fair wages
you would actually pay them.
and pay taxes on that.
Okay. All right. Kissel, explain this to me. The person who came up with this program said she noticed many people have underutilized space in their backyards. Isn't that called a yard?
Yeah, that's a backyard. I mean, the last thing you want is like a Christopher Lloyd character from Taxi, just hanging out in their underwear constantly while you're trying to get your kids ready for school. It does not seem like a great idea to me.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. The drone police. DeVore, I agree with you that this is dystopian and very RoboCop-y. I need the drones to at least, they have to call everyone, they have to have microphones and call everyone citizen.
Oh, no, absolutely.
That's the only way this works for me.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't get that Cheap Trick album cover made up?
But I guess not. I know. We were both saying, when I hear the phrase drone police, I just immediately think of Dream Police.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Malice, you said the best thing about this is that there'll be objective video of things.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? These drones have operators. I don't see any difference between this and a cop's body cam mysteriously malfunctioning.
I think you're right. But at the very least, we're not going to have someone covering their buddies in court using the thin blue line.
All right. Heather, you said the drones aren't armed. yet.
Yet.
That is always the next step.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but right now they're not, and I like the fact that they could have multiple sources on one thing telling us exactly what happened.
All right. I mean, the thing for me on this is, it's one thing if they're stored somewhere and then, like, when there's a crime, they send them out. But we all know eventually they're just all going to be flying out there 24/7.
Which is fine.
No,
I mean,
it's really not.
It's not.
It's really
why? I mean, there are
iffy
cop
and
cars
gross.
on my street all the time, policing. It's great.
That's different.
Makes me feel safe too, Andy.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? I want them armed, Andy, but only if they have guns, real guns in the holsters, and the drone pulls them out and actually shoots them.
Some kind of fun.
RoboCop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That'll be good.
Internet trolls are winning. Tom, you said when everyone's a troll, no one's a troll.
Yeah.
I got to say, usually I agree with sentiments that are phrased that way, like when everything's an outrage, nothing is an outrage. But in
Yeah.
this case, I really do think it's when everyone's a troll, everyone's a troll.
I guess I should have said that, yeah.
Yeah. Malice, you define trolling as treating people with the contempt they deserve.
No, I thought that's bad behavior. Trolling is when you turn someone into an actor for the third party's amusement.
Oh, okay. All right. I define it as tedious, but I guess that's the difference.
It's a lot. You're not doing it right, man. It is
I'm
fun for
not doing it
hours.
at all, and I don't want to be part of any of it because I'm not 12
I've
years
seen
old.
some of your tweets. Nice try, America's boyfriend.
I have not tweeted in, I think, a month now.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah. I did love the irony of this, though, from the Pew Report. This is a quote from the report on the internet trolling. Quote, an expert respondent who chose not to be identified commented, people are snarky and awful online in large part because they can be anonymous.
Wow. He is an expert.
Yeah.
That was me. It was me.
No, it said expert.
Thank you, Andy.